And we're back. Apologies for some technical difficulties. We originally tried to record this episode a little bit ago from television, but Blood Bowl happened. But we're back. I'm your host, as always, Tim Swift, coach of the Rock Monsters 2. We are back with the Black Rock Invitational, first inaugural season. We're here with match 2. It was supposed to be match 1, but we recovered the lost game. Actually, recovered all of our lost games. Because that was our technical issues. We found out that we weren't recording replays, and so we figured out how to fix that. Thanks, Games Workshop. Much appreciated. That's all I'm going to say on that. Moving on, though, we'll go ahead and go to the board. So we will go to the game of the season, which is our first opening game. It will be the second game of the video series. If I can talk here, that'd be great. The Acrid Flesh versus the Asspoles. We actually have the coach of the Asspoles here. We don't have the Acrid Flesh coach because they're a filthy Nurgle team and they got banned from the league immediately after this. Because they are an AI team and the AI is Blood Bowl AI.
Yeah, he just coughed on us. He coughed on us and left. It was very rude. Very rude.
Very rude. But yes, going forward, the Black Rock Invitational will not take AI Nurgle teams. I think I discussed this last match, but I'm going to say it again just because I can. Nurgle teams in the hands of the AI is a curse and a pox upon the existence of Blood Bowl, so we're just not going to do that. In any case, we have the Asspoles here. We're going to watch their game versus the Acrid Flesh. And because I was asked, I'm going to be doing a more of a breakdown of this game. Because our coach here, Sock Puppet's a little bit new. But hey, that's half the fun. So joining me tonight is going to be Sock Puppet, coach of the Asspoles. I don't have my color commentator. Unfortunately, Dmitri Dmitriovich, living in Kislev, it gets a little cold, and his internet kind of died because he was cold. Hopefully he'll be back soon. He will not be back for the next match, but hopefully soon. Anyway, we don't care about the Acrid Flesh at all in this game. We only care about the Asspoles. And look at them in all their glory.
The boys are very nervous for this game, but they came out in their best duds, I'll say that.
A very, very good team coordination, though, that's for sure.
Well, you know, they can maintain a very, very stiff pose, the dead.
That's the kind of color commentary you appreciate here. So, who won the toss-off? Was that you, or was that the Acrid Flesh?
I believe Flesh is going to be starting out here with the ball.
Yes, with their stupid beast of Nurgle. Rars the Snail. Which is a beautiful name.
Yeah, I genuinely underestimated his stupidity.
Yeah, I do appreciate some of the names that we have here. We have Rars the Snail, Lord Salvis Fragile. Let's see, we have Jonas, we have Janice the Sickly #1 Fan. That was a beautiful name. Let's see, and then we have Mr.
Pretty good player, too, I'll tell you.
Yeah, Montagor, Mutetractus, Bathzan Rotmaw. And we have the best one here, the most amusing one to me. Lord Ogloth Roots. What a name. On the Kimmery team here, I'm not going to try and pronounce any of these because I don't want to get lead into the 2 comments.
I mean, if you actually apply an English pronunciation to some of the names from our nation, they come out kind of dirty. I do have to warn you about that.
So not child-friendly. To be fair, Blood Bowl's not very child-friendly in the first place, so that's fine.
No, they really are mostly friendly names. A few out-of-date football references and a few little nuggets in there.
Andre the Giant, that's a good one. Skyscraper,
yeah,
that's funny.
Skyscraper, the first addition to our team.
Nefer Tothagloom. Eh. So we got Mega Emmett. Yeah, okay. Cannon Fodder, I appreciate that.
It's descriptive.
Nash Connect. I don't understand that one.
Ganesh Kanak. Yeah, he's an oddball.
Y'all have a good night as well, Tyson. Harryhausen, that's a good one.
Oh yeah. Gotta do a nod to the old man.
Anytime Harryhausen's in here, we have to. Alright. Anyway, you might notice that there's a bunch of blue tiles, and if I switch sides here, there's still blue tiles. That is because the Nurgle team is stinky, and we hate them. Anyway. More of a top-down for this one.
Oh yeah, it was just a fabulous kick here. Just fabulous.
I'm sorry, did that land literally right in front of them?
It did. It did. It did.
And then it touched back. Beautiful. Where did you try to land that?
Oh, about a good 10 meters ahead of that and 5 meters to the left. Not even close.
It's like up here.
Yeah, that's about the area. A little bit to the right of that. So, not good.
Sometimes Blood Bowl just buckles. I was surprised that this was only a 1-0. Got their cage forming.
Yeah, this game got a little more smashy than you would think.
I believe it. Kimmery is Kimmery. Kimmery's a bit of a sleeper smash team. Like, they can do the throwy thing, but Kimmery has some good smashing with those Tomb Guardians. If you can get your Tomb Guardians rolling, you can do some very stinky things. Same for the Blitzros. It's just a matter of, making sure that the Tomb Guardians stay alive.
Yeah, they pack a mighty punch, but as they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yep. And of course, the AI takes every single block because it's the AI. Oh, that poor man. Oh, skeleton thing.
Yeah, Megat had a hard game.
So, if you had to choose one star player for this game, would you agree with the MVP that was posted, or would you choose a different MVP?
I mean, to be honest, me and most of the team stormed off in frustration and didn't pay attention to who the MVP was. But I imagine as long as it's somebody on Nurgle, they probably deserved it.
Oh no, there's an MVP for both sides.
Yeah,
we appreciate both teams here.
Yeah, on our side, we'll actually have to confirm it at the end. I was so frustrated with our entire team and so mad at Steve Bonespurrier in particular that I didn't pay much attention.
Is Steve Bonespurrier still alive? And, the Kimmery sense of alive.
Well, you will. Yeah, it's definitely it's a relative term. You'll see here. He was dead for a short time, but that's not necessarily a barrier to us.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Attacker down. Having no rerolls was a bold move.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm not. I would certainly rethink that and probably leave a little more of the talent behind. We pulled in a 950 team, and gosh, I really should have rethought that early reroll, especially with our boys here. They don't come out that strong. They build strength, but they don't come out that strong.
Well, the Kindred, they're always able to slow to get off the starting block.
Well, we are dead,
We'll move it. Let's see, that's a good blitz there. Unfortunately, Nurgle does Nurgle things. It makes your blitzing useless. This is why everybody hates playing Nurgle. One of these days I'm going to bring a Nurgle team to make everybody cry. That everybody includes myself, by the way, because I don't like playing Nurgle games. Oh, you've stunned Lord Ogloth Rabies, and then immediately got an attacker down.
Yeah, I mean, stunning those guys is about the best we could do. And Cannon Fodder really took a beating on that right side.
Well, I mean, his name is Cannon Fodder.
I mean, he's fulfilling his contract. He's doing his job.
What does go into a King contract?
I mean, it's a lot of calcium, and yeah, it's pretty much just that, just calcium.
What do you have to say about that, Coach Sharks? How does that differ from, say, a halfling contract?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was too busy focusing on the match.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, we're talking about a halfling coach here. I suspect he's eating.
I mean,
I got second in a round of fire right now.
He wouldn't be a halfling if he wasn't eating. Halflings would eat the ball if it was the pigskin ball, so I go with another one.
But you're saying that wasn't pigskin?
No.
I'm gonna have to talk with my players.
Good KO. Thankfully, blitzers are very useful at not dying to, double downs. Blitzers are nice. Have more blitzers. Also, good pickup on that ball. I would not have gone for that.
I could not believe it, honestly. I was looking for the kick out across the field, and I was shocked when he picked it up. We're usually not so good at that with bony hands. You see, he runs about. We all run 50% at picking it up now. I mean, that's my good guys.
Fair enough. Double down. Love to see it. I will say, maintaining possession in the path is a good thing. Now, the important part is getting it to the other side of the field.
Well, this, as they say, sir, is where it all starts going south.
Something that I like to do as a trick sometimes is I'll throw the ball knowing that I'm going to fail to throw, and with the intent of hoping that the ball's going to go farther than, 2 inches.
Yeah, we actually employed that tactic against the Gargants. Didn't quite work out for us, but almost.
I'll have to go watch that game and enjoy it. That'll be next week, though.
It was a slightly less painful loss than this one. Yeah, it's the snail was tough. I mean, honestly, his toughness was not an issue. His stupidity was the only thing that saved us in the end. He couldn't keep enough friends around him.
Yes, unfortunately, the Beast of Nurgle is in fact the Beast of Nurgle, and is not that intelligent. Good block. Probably wouldn't have blitzed.
He seemed very friendly, I will say that. Very polite slug.
See, what I probably would have done here if I had the frontage for it is I probably would have blitzed with my ball holder. So I could push that guy out of the way at worst, or knock him down at best, and then get the ball carrier afterwards out of the zone.
Yeah, and that move right there was premature. I probably should not have done that. This is where I really regret not going for that left half of the field. I decided to go in here and smash mouth with the ball. Not the best choice.
No, not when it's a Bastion team. Bastion teams will just punish you for smash mouthing. Like so.
Yeah, we're about to get a pretty direct demonstration of it.
6-up catch.
I mean, it is fun to watch, if nothing else.
It's always fun to watch the ball bounce back and forth on a ball pitch. Because you never know where it's going to go. Ah, poor Charming Father. But yes, see, hitting your blitzer here in the area of scrimmage, that was a mistake. And I would have probably tried to blitz this guy out of the way, fragile, and then ran the left side.
Yeah, that seems logical.
Might have worked, might not have worked. So you never know. That early KO was very unfortunate. That is why, unless you have a specific goal in mind, you stand all of our players up first. There are times you don't want to do that. That's an unfortunate hiccup.
Yeah, generally speaking, I'm pretty good about that, getting all the bodies up. And I think we have a little bit of first game nerves here as well.
Always fair. Always fair. I definitely spotted a couple of nerves in my own match, so I understand it. I think we talked about some of that, like, I should have done that. I should have done that. It is easy to backseat, I will say that. It's easy to spot things after the fact, because unfortunately we are on a 3-minute timer, 4 minute timer. I gave the most generous timer, which I believe is a 4-minute. But even then, sometimes it just doesn't quite feel like enough. It definitely doesn't feel enough in Speed Bowl, because Speed Bowl, I've done 1 or 2 of those leagues, and Speed Bowl leagues are like a minute.
Yeah, I've never played that at all.
I might do a Speed Bowl league here for funsies. That will require some planning and preparation. It will also not be an official Black Rock Invitational. Unfortunate. I will say one thing. The Kimry team is not a dodge. For the Kimry team, it's generally better to try and throw the ball out of the area of scrimmage, even if it does mean opportunity of interception.
Yeah, we tried for that pure possession here in the first, and it was definitely an issue. But early on, I try not to pressure my throw raw too much because, yeah, it's not good.
And there's their point.
And that was it. We did tighten up after that, and I would call it fewer coaching mistakes in the second half. But it's going to be a grind for us the rest of this game. These boys, with the increasing sickness and the fever overcoming me as the game goes on, it becomes difficult playing Nurgle.
Unfortunately, the Nerdlings are quite good at making you regret life. That does just seem to be the way that goes. I am going to pick apart your setup here. So this setup is a very interesting setup. Is there a particular reason you went for this setup?
Well, the whole idea here is actually to set up a little strong here on the left and actually start playing the ball to the right. And then I'm actually planning to go back against the grain to the left. So the idea here is, after seeing his pattern of movement last time, I figured he would swing around, meet me on the right side, and the left would open back up. That was the idea behind this split formation. But looking at it now, very split, way too far apart.
Yeah, I think that had some merit. I would have definitely put your Tomb Guardians all on line of scrimmage, and I probably would have had the Blitzers there as well. Blitzers are not generally who you want to have catch the ball. You want to have your thrower catch the ball. Maybe another skeleton just to be a secondary guard in case he gets a case of the wiggly fingers. But yes, I would have kept the Tomb Guards up front. I would have had Blitzers probably on the wings. I might have had the Blitzers back here, a deck back from the line of scrimmage, just so that they can do their blitz thing.
Yeah.
And then I would have probably had my skeletons in I formation behind the Tomb Guardians. So like maybe a couple here, and a couple here, and a couple here, kind of in an open shotgun.
Yeah, that's fair. I see what you mean.
Because the reason behind that is you want to have a good, strong front line of scrimmage, but the Nurgle team is very good at bashing, so you want to give them as little opportunity to bash your initial guards as possible. So you want your heaviest guys on the front to block against the bashing. And you want the rest of your more maneuverable team, because you're Kimry, you're not that maneuverable to begin with, kind of more in the midfield, backfield, so that they can actually maneuver. Now that can go south really quick if the AI just decides to roll every single block. But, you
What?
know, just in general, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, you'll kind of see how some of our strategy is actually informed by the fact that I expect my guys to never actually be able to handle the ball, and they were a little bit surprising in this match. They held up onto it. I think that first half pickup you saw, where he picked it up on the first attempt, was, I mean, not the first time I've seen a Kimry team pick up a ball this early in the season by themselves, but I was shocked. There's a couple places here where you will see I was shocked by competency, where I was expecting failure, and I'll have to show a little more faith in the boys next time.
See, I always just expect failure out of my players. That way I can be pleasantly surprised when they get up.
That's fair.
Also, thinking in retrospective, you might have been better served here by doing a sort of an I formation with your 3 team guards up front and your blitzers stuck in behind the middle team guard. And have both your skeletons on the either the left and right wing.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm not going to say that's the perfect thing. It might have just been better to have everybody on the line of scrimmage. I don't really think so, though. But, you know, there's a couple of ways I think we can play this. The best thing to remember is it is one, and so it is very much just acceptable to kill the entire enemy team. I will say it's a little unfortunate that you didn't get the ball until turn 7.
That did make that half a challenge.
At that point, I probably would not have gone for possession and just gone for cleaning up the enemy team. Knowing that I'm not going to get the ball to the end zone in 2 turns. There's only a couple of teams that can really effectively do that. One of them is Skaven. The other team that can do that on a good day is really unlucky versus the Elf team. Especially Wood Elves. Wood Elves just make me cry. No, that's a team I should put into a competition to make everybody cry as Wood Elves.
Are they really that bad? I've never seen them play.
Yes. They are a passive team that can also punch.
Yeah, that sounds unpleasant.
Correct. The Amazons at least have the benefit of, while they have blodge, they can't really throw a ball. They can run a ball. They're not that good at throwing the ball. Amazon teams will just run you over. A Wood Elf team will make you cry the entire match. I've beaten Wood Elf teams, they're not that hard. Not compared to a normal game. But I don't enjoy playing them. If that makes any sense. I will say though, like, with what you've got, you've played fairly well, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty thin. I think the team and I will improve as the season goes on, but for us to end up at the top of the table would require some kind of miracle. Several kinds of miracle in conjunction.
Well, there's always the rest of the season. I mean, unironically, my team is probably one of the ones you have a better opportunity of killing, because my team is made of noodles.
Well, as we always say in Kimry, resurrection is kind of our thing. You can't keep us down.
I appreciate the attempt to get a player up to the end of the zone. I just don't think it was very useful.
It was extremely unrealistic. At this point, I think it's just, gosh, I really want to tie this game up, and there's no way in heck that I'm going to get the ball back. And I mean, to be honest, the way the rolls were going, I wasn't that confident in our ability to even cause injury.
As I can see, you didn't even go for the rolls.
No, we kind of, I'll be honest, after that half, we kind of slinked in with our tail. Well, we don't have tails, but you get the idea. With something between our legs, we were not happy.
That's
Something like that.
That'll be taken out of context. injury.
Hmm.
Alright,
I mean, there's any number of contexts it works.
whatever context makes it worst.
So, and here we went for the echelon setup.
Not a bad setup. Honestly, Nurgle and Chaos are the two teams that you can do this quite well against because of how they play Banshee. That's unfortunate.
That was an extremely good kick. I tried to recruit him after this, but no, there's no good fortune there.
But you really want a Nurgle on a team with Kimby,
Well, once you get the flesh off of everybody, we're all pretty much the same, mostly.
and I'm not sure they have bones.
This could be an issue. You're
I
right.
don't even have flash.
I don't
I'm
know,
going to pour them into a bottle. You see here, I tried to do the retreat and defend thing at this point, but I probably should have just pushed out and started attacking right away.
Yes. Never get around on multiple pitches. You absolutely have to.
Now, Skyscraper came out pretty angry. He came out pretty angry after half.
So I see.
Now again, I was shocked.
That was almost
Less shocked.
pass. It was a successful pass.
Yes.
What a miracle.
Miracles miracles did cease. You'll see that in a moment.
Looks like I gotta get going.
Sea sharks.
Oh, that's a good, really stupid right there.
Yeah, he didn't get much smarter. It was helpful.
It's always a nice feeling when the big guy doesn't do anything useful. It's a little bit less of a nice feeling when there's 6 big guys and you're playing an ogre team.
I can imagine. Yeah, at this point, their big boy ended up being pretty ineffective in the second half.
Always a pleasant feeling. Unless it happens to you, then you're just sad. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think at this point I probably would have tried to throw the ball, but I also understand why you don't, because, it's not a very throwy team, the Kimry, despite supposedly being a throwy team.
Yeah, I mean, once they level out a little bit, they're okay, But I definitely don't want to stress their dexterity too much at this point. It's every roll is just I'm having an aneurysm.
That's unfortunate. That's also unfortunate. Fixed goal. Something. Oh, that's a nice injury though.
Yeah, we got in our legs this game.
And he didn't regenerate. That's unfortunate. Oh no, he didn't regenerate.
Yeah, well, those guys are impossible to kill though. Just like us, I respect that. Well, not impossible, but it takes some effort.
It took a minute.
Yeah, the big man just kind of got lost for most of the rest of the game right there. He had no idea what was going on.
He's just living in his own world, living his best life as a horrifying beast of evil.
You know, again, one of the friendliest players I've ever met. He's very friendly.
Quick fight. Good punch. And the blow. And a push. Yeah, pushes are a little bit irritating. I would not have not followed him. I would have followed him.
Yeah, I think I was trying to stay closer to the ball play back here, but I mean, I've already kind of been infiltrated on the right side. I should have gone ahead and collapsed around.
I would not have done that with the thrower. I would have moved my runner first, moved him upfield, and then moved the thrower to be part of his cage. See, now
Yeah,
you've got another way of not moving the ball.
I did struggle with the timing here a little bit. Yep, and that one hurt right there.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point you're very much running out of time to get the ball to the end zone. At this point I probably would have said go with the Hail Mary pass and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I was still going to try and hang out until, I don't know, about turn 14. Still try and keep playing the ball, and you'll see, if I remember correctly, I think I start playing one of the blitz raws forward. But it's not going to go well, as you see.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that right there could have been a potential 2-0.
Yeah, we were probably lucky to get out of this one with as little as we did.
Yes.
It starts getting a little ugly here. Ikanut Kaguns had a hard day. Yeah, at this point we're definitely computing end game. What can we possibly do? Still trying to play the ball at this point.
I mean, what else are you going to do at this point? Again, I would say throw the ball at this point, even if you miss, you get the ball upfield, but,
Yeah, the almost punting throw, and that was unfortunate.
That was very unfortunate. Yeah, the trips are always unfortunate.
Now, at that point a typical coach would take off his hat and throw it on the ground. Of course, because of my special physiology, I did actually recall taking my head off and throwing it to the turf at that point.
I mean, you can get a goblin head as your base, as your football, so...
Well, the same guy who keeps my cords wrapped up, he usually goes and collects it for me. It's a thing.
Ah, that's the kill.
That was the death of Steven.
But he got better.
Yeah, that's the nice thing. Death is, I'm fine.
I died, but I got better. The Overland.
And at this point, we're pretty much just saying the mantra, so you're telling me there's a chance.
And then you get both done. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oof. And gotten into
Reroll. Yeah.
Smashed him.
He'll shake it off. They'll
Didn't recover.
yeah. No, we'll have to get him a new knee. It's usually not too hard to find.
And the big guy continues to be really stupid.
He has no clue what's going on. He's forgotten where he is.
Oh, an injury. Very nice.
Yeah, it started getting pretty personal here at the end. It got pretty chippy.
At this point, you have to get those star player points. So.
Yeah, and we really did not clean up in that area at all. At all.
So I noticed.
Yeah, we went into the game with the Gargants a lot weaker than I was hoping we would be for week 2.
Mm-hmm. That's just how it goes sometimes. I didn't get any star players in week 2 either, so... I got one this week, so I'll go into week 3 with a tier 2 player. That's nice.
Oh.
It just might also be my workshop. I might have also given him the Sticky Haze cloud, because workshop rules can get mutations. So, whoever has to play me next week, I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Well, all I can say is Kimry will usually give a troll indigestion. Even the warp variety.
Ooh, and a KO.
Yeah, Ganesh Ganak took a pretty good one there.
Well, he's got a hard noggin, it's okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine. We'll glue everything back together. He'll be fine.
You can just take a buffer to it and it'll buff out.
And Megat too. We changed out his skull for a slightly harder one for the next week, and it seemed to help.
Seemed to help a little bit. Alright, let's see this last turn of the game. French. Good.
Yeah, we just can't really put the kibosh on any of them.
Unfortunately, that's just normal.
Normal for Nurgle.
Impressively good pickup, though.
And again, I mean, amazing. You almost never see that, and, then that.
And then that.
It's desperation point at this point. We're running too close. We're making rolls. We're crossing fingers.
Yep. Including the ones that are not patched.
Absolutely. You can cross many of them at once.
And there's the game.
And that did it. Yep, that was the end.
Well, a stunning game. Overall, you didn't play that badly for somebody who's not played a lot of Blood Bowl. Again, there are definitely things you could have done better. But it sounds like you took a few of those lessons going into your second game. Still lost, but you took a few lessons with you.
Yeah, definitely a new learning experience. It's actually only the second time I've ever played a Nurgle team, and wow, yeah, I don't like them. I don't like them at all.
There is a reason I took them out of the competition, because I was like, you know what? I have new players in this competition. If I'm not doing this. And so I replaced them with a Bretonian team, which I should have honestly done in the first place, because the player that pulled out and gave us some AI was a Bretonian team. So I should have done that in the first place. Don't let me forget to give you those extra points that I told you about, so you can get those 2-star player points that you would have gotten out of this.
I appreciate that. Me and the boys we have a learning curve, but we're on it.
Yep, I think in interest of fairness, I'll probably just roll a dice to see who it goes to.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm kind of pulling for Ganesh Ganak or Harryhausen. One of our real soldiers who's just spending a lot of time in the turf. Even if it got to one of those guys, I'd be just proud as punch.
Fair enough. Speaking of, looking at the ending screen here, Megan Emmett is who who Jim and Bob believe were your star player.
And that does surprise me. I mean, Megan made a few good plays, but we I think it goes to show the lackluster play we had in general that Emmett's performance was the best we had.
No, I'm not going to argue with Jim and Bob. They are some of the best commentators on what roles been pitched, so I suppose you'll have to just deal with that.
Always a pleasure.
But yes, I believe that will go ahead and end the second game of the season. Technically the first, but again, that's just that's Blood Bowl for you. Praise nothing. In any case, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for staying with me. Unfortunately, we had to get rid of our halfling halfway through. Big funny.
He got hungry.
He got hungry and he wandered off to dinner. He probably actually did go to dinner. That's the funny part.
I hope our friend in Kislev manages to thaw out.
I don't think we're gonna have our friend in Kislev thawed out by the next game, but that's okay.
Oh no, it's a harsh land. It's a harsh land. Even we get cold up there. It's bad.
I get cold down here. In any case, I have been Tempest. This has been Sock Puppet. Thank you for joining us. As always, Black Rock Invitational is open to players of all skill levels from all areas. All that we ask is that you have a good time and hang out with us. If you are interested in playing, my Discord will be linked in YouTube. You can drop me a line, you can send me an email. Not an email, send me a DM. You can comment on the YouTube video, whatever floats your boat. I'll see you next time.